Punta Cana is packed with all-inclusive resorts, and most travelers spend hours comparing pools and buffets. But here's what almost nobody checks first: whether the resort charges extra for the casino, spa treatments, or premium restaurants. Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Punta Cana operates on an all-inclusive model with gratuities already included, which means you're not constantly pulling out your wallet or doing mental math every time you order a drink or book a dinner reservation. That's a real difference when you're trying to relax, and it's worth understanding before you even look at room categories or beach access. This property sits at Kilometer 28 on Boulevard Turistico Del Este in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. It's a sprawling complex built around the Hard Rock brand, which means rock memorabilia, live music vibes, and a casino floor that stays open late. The resort markets itself with 13 massive pools, 9 to 12 restaurants depending on which source you check, and a private beach area that connects to the wider Punta Cana coastline. It's not a boutique hideaway. This is a big, energetic resort designed for people who want options, activity, and the kind of atmosphere where you can hear a cover band while floating in a swim-up bar. Room information from official sources is limited, so specifics on categories, square footage, and bedding configurations aren't fully documented in the materials provided. What is clear is that this is a large-scale resort, with conflicting reports listing either 1778 or 1791 rooms total. That's a lot of guests checking in on any given Saturday, which shapes the entire experience. You're not going to have a quiet, intimate lobby. You're going to have energy, crowds during peak meal times, and the kind of poolside buzz that some people love and others find overwhelming. If you prefer smaller properties where staff remembers your name by day 2, this isn't that place. If you like having a dozen pool options and never seeing the same face twice at breakfast, this might be exactly what you're after. The dining scene lists 9 restaurants in some materials and up to 12 in others, so there's clearly a range of venues even if the exact count shifts depending on seasonal openings or renovations. 2 restaurants confirmed by name are Med and Ciao. Med serves Mediterranean cuisine, and Ciao covers Italian, with lunch and dinner service. The specifics of what Mediterranean means here aren't spelled out in detail, but think olive oil, grilled seafood, bright vegetables, and dishes that lean on coastal European traditions. Italian at Ciao likely means pasta, wood-fired pizza if they have the oven set up, and sauces built from tomatoes, garlic, and fresh herbs. These aren't grab-and-go counters. They're sit-down venues where you make a reservation, settle in, and take your time. Beyond those 2, the resort mentions additional restaurants without naming them all or breaking down cuisine types. In a property this size, you typically expect a buffet for breakfast and maybe lunch, a steakhouse, an Asian fusion spot, maybe something Caribbean or Latin-inspired given the location. But since those aren't confirmed in the provided information, it's impossible to say what the other venues actually serve or how they operate. What matters more than the exact count is whether the food is good, and that's where things get interesting. One guest review pulled from the materials says plainly, "The food was horrible." That's a direct quote, not a paraphrase, and it's worth taking seriously. Bad food at an all-inclusive resort is a bigger problem than bad food at a city hotel, because you can't just walk down the block and find something better. You're eating there for every meal unless you leave the property, which defeats part of the point of paying for all-inclusive in the first place. That said, one review doesn't represent every plate served across 9 or more kitchens. Food quality at large resorts often varies wildly depending on which restaurant you choose, what time you show up, and how recently the chef changed. The buffet might be tired and overcooked while the Italian spot is turning out fresh pasta, or the steakhouse might be solid while the Asian venue feels like it's going through the motions. Without more detailed guest feedback or menu specifics, it's hard to predict which venues will hit and which will miss. Just know that food is a variable here, not a guarantee. The pool setup is one of the property's headline features. 13 massive pools spread across the resort grounds, which gives you options depending on what kind of vibe you want. Some pools are likely geared toward families with shallow entries and splash zones. Others probably skew quieter, with loungers spread farther apart and no kids doing cannonballs every 5 minutes. Swim-up bars are a Hard Rock signature, so expect at least a few pools where you can order a rum punch without leaving the water. The word massive suggests scale, not intimacy. These aren't plunge pools tucked into garden courtyards. They're statement pieces, the kind you see in aerial drone shots with hundreds of people floating on inflatables. If you like people watching in a party atmosphere, that's a plus. If you want a serene lap swim at dawn, you'll need to pick your pool carefully and go early. Beach access is confirmed, though details are thin. The resort mentions private beach access in proximity, which suggests the beach isn't directly in front of every building but is reachable on foot. One guest review notes a nice beach except for the seaweed, which is a common issue along the Punta Cana coast depending on season and currents. Seaweed isn't a deal breaker, but it does mean the water isn't always that crystal clear postcard blue. Some days it's fine. Other days you're wading through floating mats of sargassum, and the resort staff is out raking it off the sand. It's a natural phenomenon, not a maintenance failure, but it affects the experience. The same review also mentioned Arena Gorda Sandy Beach or Playa Arena Gorda is about a 20 to 25-minute walk from the resort. That's close enough to explore if you want a change of scenery, though calling it a walk suggests it's not a quick stroll. You're committing to a half-hour round trip, which most people won't bother with unless the resort beach is unusable. Activities at the resort include a body rock fitness center with instructors, which means you're not just getting a room with a few dumbbells and a treadmill. There are classes, potentially personal training sessions, and the kind of setup where you can actually get a workout in if you're motivated. The casino is another major draw. It's right in the name of the property, so this isn't a small card room tucked in a corner. It's a full casino floor with table games, slots, and the late-night energy that comes with that. If you don't gamble, the casino is just background noise. If you do, it's a reason to stay here instead of a resort without one. No details on table limits, game variety, or hours, but the presence of a casino suggests the resort caters to an adult crowd that wants nightlife options beyond the pool bar. The Rock Spa is mentioned by name, which ties into the Hard Rock branding. Specifics on treatments, pricing, or signature services aren't provided, so it's unclear whether this is a small spa with basic massages or a full wellness complex with hydrotherapy circuits, body wraps, and multi-hour rituals. Spa quality at all-inclusive resorts is all over the map. Some are genuinely excellent and worth blocking out an afternoon. Others feel like an afterthought, with therapists who rush through treatments and products that smell like generic hotel lotion. Without guest reviews or service menus, it's a gamble. If spa time is a priority for your trip, call ahead and ask about treatment length, therapist training, and whether they use name-brand products or in-house formulations. Nearby attractions give you options if you want to leave the resort bubble for a day. Iberostar Golf Course is about 2.1 miles away, and Punta Blanca Golf Club is a 15-minute drive. Cana Bay Golf Course is also within 15 minutes. That's 3 golf courses within easy reach, which matters if you're a golfer or traveling with someone who is. A 15-minute drive in the Dominican Republic can mean anything from a smooth highway to a bumpy back road, so factor in time and transportation. Most resorts offer shuttle services or can arrange taxis, but confirm costs and schedules before you assume it's easy. ORO Nightclub is 150 meters from the resort, which is practically next door. If the resort's own nightlife isn't enough, you've got another option within stumbling distance. Splash Water Park is 2.8 kilometers away, which is close enough for a half-day trip if you're traveling with kids who need a break from the beach. It's not walking distance, so you'll need a ride, but it's a reasonable excursion if the resort pools start to feel repetitive. Let's talk about what doesn't always get mentioned in the glossy brochures. One guest review described the hotel as big and exciting with a lot of pools and a nice beach except for the seaweed, but also said the food was horrible. That's a significant red flag. Food is half the value proposition at an all-inclusive resort, and if multiple kitchens are underperforming, that changes the entire trip. The review also noted the property is big and exciting, which can be a double-edged sword. Big means options, but it also means walking long distances between your room and the beach, waiting in line for dinner reservations, and competing with hundreds of other guests for prime pool loungers. Exciting is great if you want energy and activity. It's exhausting if you came to Punta Cana to unplug and decompress. The seaweed issue is seasonal and not unique to this resort, but it's worth knowing that the beach experience can vary wildly depending on when you visit. Check recent guest photos before you book if beach time is your main priority. The no smoking policy is clearly stated, which is a plus for most travelers, but worth noting if you're a smoker who assumed you could light up on your balcony. Pets are mentioned in the materials, though it's unclear whether that means pets are allowed or explicitly not allowed. If you're traveling with a dog, call the resort directly and confirm their policy in writing before you show up. Policies can change, and the last thing you want is to arrive with your pet and get turned away at check-in. What makes this resort different from the dozens of other all-inclusive properties along the Punta Cana coast is the Hard Rock brand identity. That means rock memorabilia in the lobbies, live music programming, and a general vibe that skews younger and louder than some of the more traditional Caribbean resorts. If you grew up going to Hard Rock cafes and you like that aesthetic, this is your place. If you associate Hard Rock with tourist traps and overpriced t-shirts, you might find the theming annoying. The casino is another differentiator. Not every Punta Cana resort has one, and if gambling is part of your vacation, that narrows your options significantly. The 13 pools also set this property apart. Most resorts have 2 or 3. 13 gives you the ability to find your own vibe, whether that's a quiet lap pool at sunrise or a raucous swim-up bar at sunset. The all-inclusive model with gratuities included simplifies budgeting. You're not fumbling for cash every time a server brings a drink or a bellhop carries your bags. That's a real convenience, especially in a country where you might not be familiar with tipping customs or currency exchange rates. It also means the staff isn't hustling for tips, which can change the service dynamic. Some travelers prefer that. Others feel like it removes an incentive for excellent service. Either way, it's built into the package, so you know what you're paying up front. If you're considering this resort, think about what kind of vacation you actually want. If you want a big, bustling property with lots of dining options, a casino and enough pools to explore a different one every day, this could be a great fit. If you want intimate service, quiet beaches, and consistently excellent food, the size and mixed reviews suggest you might be happier elsewhere. The seaweed is a seasonal wildcard. The food quality is a documented concern. The energy level is high, which is perfect for some people and overwhelming for others. This isn't a hidden gem or a boutique escape. It's a big, branded resort that delivers exactly what the Hard Rock name suggests: energy, options, and a rock and roll edge that either clicks with you or doesn't. For checking booking availability and prices at your desired dates, you can use the link in description. I hope this video was helpful. Give it thumbs up. Subscribe for more travel-related content. If you are not ready to book this hotel, you can watch our best hotels playlist and choose the best one for you. Thanks for watching.